Here she is, my Grey VP9. I'll give you all one guess of what I named it. Just one guess. Alright, now that's over. I took the VP9 out, ran 150 rounds through it, and it shot beautifully. I ran 150 rounds of the IMI 124 grain, and it ejected and extracted perfectly. The accuracy was on point. And I shot this pistol at the end of the day, and it was a mixed range day. About the ass half of whatever magazines I brought. So if I brought 8 for the USP 45 plus a few spare rounds to shoot an even 100. I shot the HK 45 100 rounds through that. Then I moved to running my SIG Legion, and then I shot this. So I shot a lot of different guns throughout the evening and all hammer fired. And I shot them with mixed accuracy and sometimes really, really tight shots. But I will say with the VP9, I picked it up and I ran it great right away. Instantly. Easy mode. There's something with VP9s that just, it's exactly what I need. And I don't know why. I'm glad it's my carry gun, because honestly, I do very, very nice, clean work with it in almost any circumstance. It's just easy to shoot. And that really boils down to the consistency of the grip, the trigger, and just everything on the gun. It's just very, very easy for me to run. So, which is kind of a problem in a way, because I want to expand my 9mm to kind of catch up with my 45s. And I want to get some Glocks again and a few other guns, and I'm having trouble justifying it because the VP9 runs so great. I don't need to worry about it. It runs like a champ, and it's very, very accurate and easy to shoot. So I might just end up with a whole bunch of VP9s. I'm going to anyway, I'm telling you that right now. But I might just forsake the ideas of getting a whole bunch of other stuff and just focus on the VP9, because at the end of the day, I run this gun very, 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 very well. And it's really ignorant of me to ignore that at any given time. And they're just smooth running guns. The reloads are smooth. Everything about it is very intuitive, and I really like it. And the sight picture is very easy for me to find and get on target and keep on target while I'm pressing shots. It's just a smooth gun to run, and especially at the end of the day, like that's a real big deal for me, because just like anybody else, when you do a lot of physical activity, you're not better at the end of it. There's a degradation in your performance over time. So it was very interesting for me to shoot all those guns, all of which I like and all of which I shot pretty well. But I shot all those guns, and at the end of the day, this is the one I came away with once again saying, man, that's a great gun. I love this thing. It's hard to ignore it, So, and I really should just remember how my first VP9 was. I got it, and the round count just increased. I was making more entries in that little book more frequently for my VP9 than I was for anything else. And I have a feeling that this Grey VP9 is going to get to 1,000 rounds real fast. So it's all about finding a gun that's super reliable and runs well in your hands. Like, it fits you, tracks perfect, your inputs equal A-box hits or center punching center mass or the T-zone over and over again. That's what it comes down to. And give me a VP9 and I'll get work done with it. That's all I got for you. It's a very, very easy and intuitive gun for me to shoot, and I can't sing its praises enough. I like the haze gray color, and I will say the spring is noticeably more taut, and I'm not upset with that. If HK decided that they want to make it more taut, all the power to them. It runs my 124 just fine. I didn't notice any increased or decreased recoil. I think it's about the same. I'm going to run this versus my other VP9 LE that has 3,000 rounds through it plus, and just see which one feels better. HK figured out how to run a spring that's good in the 40, the 9, and the tactical. All the power to them. I'm all for it, and it'll be a lot easier for me just to buy one spring than worry about the tactical and the standard, you know, because I do plan on having tacticals in the future. And I do stock parts for my guns so I can keep them running. So all those things are important. But man, running this gun was a joyous occasion, I'll tell you that. It was wonderful. Completely reset my morale in the range, and I put a lot of good effort forward. And in the shooting footage, you'll see I get tired. Like, I'll run a couple mags and I got to take a break because I did, you know, a lot of working out before shooting that day. And I still came away doing excellent work and feeling good about what I did with it. I did my standard warm-up with it once I changed over. Anytime I change over between different handguns or different platforms or different systems, I want to, you know, give myself a 0 essentially, and I run 2 magazines at 3 yards. I know 3 yards isn't crazy, but I'll shoot tiny groups with it to remember how the trigger feels and remember what my input has to be to get really nice tight groups. And with the VP9, it was effortless. It was just put it on target, press your shots, there you go, beautiful group. And I also, what I do is my first shot, more often than not, I'll run the target all the way out to 15, which on that particular range, that's the limit. And I'll center punch the A box, or try to, in the head with the first shot. So it's put all the way out to 15 yards, touch one shot off, aiming at the head, bring it back to 3, and then finish it out. So it did it flawlessly and effortlessly. So it's just an excellent gun. Highly recommend it still. And I'm looking forward to running up the round count on this one and just enjoying running it. It's going to be a great time. Very happy with it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Take care of each other. Stay safe. And support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.